Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Combat Craig, and today we're talking about the VA car allowance and how it works. There's two different components to this, and we're going to step through them. But the most important thing you should know is that one option is a one-time payment. It's paid once, $24,115.12. Not bad. This is money to help you buy a specifically equipped vehicle if your service-connected disability prevents you from driving. So what is the VA automobile allowance? How does it work? What is it? How do I get some of that? The VA offers an automobile allowance to veterans who are unable to drive due to their service-connected disability. So this is for the one-time automobile allowance. Then also the VA offers an adaptive equipment benefit for veterans with certain types of impairments, including knee and hip mobility. So if you qualify for this, and you're qualified up front, we're going to go over the qualifications. This isn't a go out and buy the vehicle first and send the VA the bill. They need to approve it. We're going to walk through that, but they'll help you purchase the vehicle with the special equipment in it. Veterans who meet the VA's requirements for this benefit may qualify. According to va.gov, veterans and military service members need to have the following for eligibility. So loss or permanent loss of use of one or both feet, or loss or permanent loss of use of one or both hands, or permanent decreased vision in both eyes, 2200 vision or less in your better eye with glasses, or greater than 2200 vision, but with a visual field defect that has reduced your peripheral vision to 20 degrees or less in your better eye. Or, and let me go on to these or statements here real quick. Cut in, jump into the screen share here. It says or, so you have this or you have that. So, if you don't have this exact thing and you have a partial, then you don't meet it. It's this, and it's literally written into the law here. So you either have these things or you don't have them. Figure out a way to make this fit, and depending on how many service-connected disabilities are a problem for you, you may qualify and, for a couple different things. So read this, and I'm just putting the information out there. Want to get this stuff out to you guys so you're aware of it. The VA doesn't advertise this stuff, and I certainly wasn't getting marketed to very well back when I got out in 91. So if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, share it, and leave a comment below. Or a severe burn injury, or ALS, ankylosis in both knees or hips, and then a note, a little asterisk on this one, is this qualifies you for the adaptive equipment grant only. What veterans find most confusing about automobile and adaptive equipment benefits is how exactly these benefits are processed, who processes them. Most veterans think that their local regional office handles all aspects of the automobile and adaptive equipment benefits, but the reality is that obtaining these benefits is a back and forth process between the regional office, your VA regional office, the prosthetics department in your VA regional office, the treating VA medical center, and the seller of the automobile. So with the auto allowance, you need to fill out VA form 21-4502 in duplicate and return that form to the regional office. Then the regional office determines whether or not the veteran is eligible for the benefit due to a prior rating decision, and if the veteran has already received this benefit once before. So that's what they're looking for at this first step. If the veteran has already been awarded for automobile allowance once before, you can't receive it again because it's a one-time payment thing. So they're going to be checking that. If you've already got it, you don't get another one. Once the regional office determines that the veteran is eligible for the benefit, the regional office will fill out section 2 of the form and send it to the veteran. Veteran acquires the vehicle, completes section 3, and sends it back to the regional office. The seller sends the invoice of the vehicle to the regional office for payment, and then the regional office finance department pays the seller for the vehicle. So needless to say, this isn't a straightforward, hey, hook me up with a check and I'm going to go buy the car. There's some hoops you have to jump through. You're a veteran, you deal with the VA. Nothing shocking here, but 24 grand towards a new car, is probably worth a little extra legwork. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp at combatcraig.com. There's a link in the description. And if you need medical evidence, contact my med team. There's an email address for them in the description as well. Adaptive equipment includes, but is not limited to, power steering, power brakes, power window lifts, power seats, special equipment to convey person in and out of the vehicle. These are standard things on a lot of newer vehicles, right? Like, oh, it'd be nice if I, had some power steering on my 72 pickup or whatever. And I'm sure people have got that done. So this is an example of some of the things. If your car isn't equipped and you qualify for this benefit, then get your power steering and your power brakes and all that stuff turned on. I'm sure they're not going to put air conditioning in the seats, but you never know. These everybody's different. Every circumstance is different, and everybody proves their claim to get their benefits different. So, a lot of people have done all sorts of stuff. So just what do you have, and then what's your car, and what do you need to do to it? To apply for the VA Adaptive Equipment Allowance, the veteran must fill out VA Form 10-1394 in duplicate. This form is typically supplied by the VA outpatient clinic. The veteran fills out the form, and the prosthetics department will forward the form to the finance department of your local VA regional office. Adaptive equipment claims can be filed when the equipment needs to be repaired, replaced, or reinstalled. So we were talking about the one-time car allowance thing. That's a one-time deal. With this, there's going to be maintenance, and the VA is aware of it. Once the application is forwarded to the regional office, the finance department will determine if the adaptive equipment is pre-approved for reimbursement based on the effective date of entitlement, the veteran's service-connected disability, and the special authorization of the local VA outpatient clinic. If these qualifications are not met, the finance department will return the request to the local VA outpatient clinic. The designee of the chief medical director will consider the claim. Once approved, the prosthetic department will signify approval of the application by completing VA Form 10-1394. The form is then forwarded to the regional office finance department for payment. The benefit can be paid either to the veteran or to the seller/installer of the adaptive equipment. So there's two different parts of this here. You have the one-time payment, and then you have the adaptive equipment grant. So first you have to figure out which one of those you qualify for, and then you need the form, and I have both of these in the description. So we have, for the one-time payment, we have 21-4502, and for the adaptive equipment grant, we have VA Form 10-1394. So look to see if you qualify. Links are in the description. The VA claims process comes down to a medical disability, medical claim, and you have to prove it. If your doctor won't give you the medical evidence, diagnosis, symptoms, or nexus, hit up my med team. There's an email address in the description. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.